the funny moments, right? The funny moments have now started, and you're about to start seeing them more and more often, right? It's the way life is. It's the way life is. But hey, it's up to you to make your own decisions, right? Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not and can never be financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that means, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Caspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything. Yeah, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. So, those of you who were calling me crazy on the gold chart, how do you like me now? Oh no, I don't want to forget about my Barcelona fan, my how do you call it? My Barcelona friends. I don't want to forget about you, okay? Because every time I look at Barcelona now, since yesterday, I just go, yay! The referee, man. The referee saved you guys, though. The worst humiliation ever. Still, it doesn't change anything. It's still Gasongo, yeah. Lamil, and now he wasn't nowhere to be found. All I could do is like just look at that kid and go, yeah. Anyways, yeah, we better look at the 24 hours market performance, because hey, the truth here is our good friend Trumpicius Magicius, man, that guy is cooking on something. And you also have our good nephew over there, okay? Jeromicius Powelsius, since the FOMC meeting is coming, yeah, something is about to happen. And you can tell by the way the market is reacting. You can tell, okay? So anyways, yeah, we're going to look at 24 hours performance. After that, we will look at prices in details. And once we're done with that, we will go look at our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? I don't know about you, but yeah, I like what I'm looking at. Anyways, yeah. Excuse me for a second. Okay, that's better, because I had a little weird angle and I was looking at myself like, what the hell? But anyways, so today we're going to talk about this, another little thing that has been bothering me a lot. Because like I said, I use myself for example, okay? We still know, you and I don't know what your situation is. I personally, I still have the strength to get up. I still have the strength to run. Although sometimes when my son plays soccer, I can't keep up with him. But hey, I can still run, pass the ball, you know, stuff like that. When I play with him, I usually play midfield. So like, because he's a young person, he's fast enough. What I'm trying to go with this is, we have a goal, right? We do have a goal in your life. What do you want to do? The other day I told you guys, at the beginning of every year, people make New Year resolutions. Mine has never changed. My New Year resolution is still the same. I want to start the year better than I ended last one. Okay, if I ended up the year with $2,000, I want to start this one with $4,000. Twice what I ended up with. That's what I usually do. And again, I usually try to balance myself. I say, okay, in 5 years from now, this is where I want to be, and I'm going to work hard to try to hit that goal. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to hit it. No, but what that does is that it pushes you that even if you don't hit that goal, at least you are going to hit closer to it. I don't know if you guys ever heard the saying when they say, aim for the stars. Okay, you aim for the stars, but at least if you miss the stars, you're going to land on the moon. You understand? That's why it's not, for me, it's not impossible or it's not outrageous for you to set targets that are way above your limits. Because at the end of the day, what that will make you do is work hard. That way you're trying to get those targets that are way above you, but unknowingly you are hitting your targets. Did you get it? Unknowingly. When I started my corporation, okay, that is not what I was aiming for. That's not what I was aiming for. I was aiming at starting a normal LTD company. That's what I was aiming at. But I pushed myself so hard, like, you know what? I want a corporation. And before I know it, I worked so hard that the goal of having an LTD became so minute that I was looking at it myself, be like, yeah, I think I can do better. I can do better. I can. Man, he has a corporation. 2 nuts just like me, 2 hands, 2 legs. What am I missing? Therefore, I went to work on it, and here we are today, right? So it is not a bad thing to push yourself, much more when you're still, let's say you are below 60 years old. You're still young enough to achieve your goals. Somebody said the other day, said, yo, my millionaire journey, what a weird name. I said, yeah, it's really weird. But if you put it into practice, it will become a daily thing, and it will not become weird. Because first, trust me, when you first hit your first $1,000, you are so happy, very happy. And then you hit your first 10 grand. When you hit that your first 10 grand, you look at the 1K and go, I have $10,000. What stops me from getting $100,000? Now you start working towards it unknowingly, because you don't just jump from 10,000 to 100. You got to go through 20, 30, 40, 50 before you get to 100, right? Unknowingly, you've passed $50,000 without you knowing even it. Like, okay, somebody say, who has $50,000 in their bank's account? You will not raise your hand. Unknowingly, because what you are facing, you want to get 100,000, but there is already 50 in your bank. You see what I'm saying? So the limitations are there, but it depends on the person. It depends on who is in front. Yesterday I told you there are some people that keep saying, yeah, I do have bad luck, and no, it's not yesterday, day before yesterday. It's my bad luck wouldn't let me, and then the devil drags me down, or the witchcraft, or whoever, and shit like that. They keep making excuses for themselves. Because where I'm from, you will see like somebody had some happened. Okay, there are some people who don't believe that this life is not a bed of roses. Okay, something happened to you, and instead of trying to see, okay, this is I fucked up here. Next time when I get to this situation, instead of taking the left, let me try taking the right. Okay, if that fails, next time I come into that crossroad, let me take the up. Okay, and if that fails, you only have one way left, which is the down. So you now have a way of trying to mitigate that problem. But where I'm from, you will hear people like the other day, this guy talk about, yeah, I have this misfortune and this is happening and blah blah blah, and I'm listening to him. I always try to encourage people, like, it's not the end of the world. You can always come back. There's always a way you can come back to, no matter what the situation is. And I'm here trying to wait for him, but sometimes, because the way I am, I don't like to just budge in. I'll let you, let it all out, and then I'm trying to talk to you like, oh, okay, dude, this, that. So yeah, that's what I was waiting for. But he kind of kicked me on my knees when he came out with the bullshit talking about, oh, it's some witchcraft. They gave it to me. Somebody did some witchcraft from Africa. And I couldn't help it. I just started laughing. He goes, what's so funny? So I said, listen, we are in the United States of America, okay? If that doesn't sink in. U.S. of fucking America. That's where we are. Cameroon, thousands and thousands of miles away from here, separated by an ocean. I don't even know. I said, man, what kind of witchcraft is that? How did they send it to you? Through Bluetooth or what? did they Bluetooth you witchcraft? Or did they email it to you or what? There's something. What am I missing? And he goes, yeah, because you've lived here, you've Americanized, now you don't believe in those things. I said, no, it's not that I don't believe in them. But the problem is, you are not trying to accept that you fucked up. That's the thing. That's the thing. And I said, listen, I got into leverage trading myself, okay? Now, even though the market crashed, I think that day was $19 billion that was wiped out, right? Even though the market crashed and I lost a couple of my positions, I'm not going to sit over here and blame anybody else about it. No, I'm not going to do that. First of all, I trade at 50x, which is on its own already dangerous, right? So if a little move, imagine, because I told him, I said, if I was trading at, oh, come on, fuck off. If I was trading at something like, let's say, 5 or 3x, I wouldn't have been liquidated. I wouldn't. But I assume responsibility. Like you guys already know, I trade at 50x. So if shit happens, I would not sit here and blame anybody. All I'll be like, yep, put on my big boy's pants on and then decide, do I want to either enter another trade or do I want to stay the fuck out of it? That's it. I'm not going to sit here and tell me, oh, because somebody sent some monkey hand or some kind of a chicken leg or whatever. That's some bullshit. It does exist, yeah, but look at how far we are from it. And then why would people want to do that kind of stuff to you if you ain't do none to them? I mean, you go over there and fuck with people, the wrong people, you're gonna get what you planted, right? So yeah, we start talking about it, and I said, no, you have to think about it straightforwardly. Things happen. Everybody, I don't know anybody who has it as straight like a bed made of roses. Even those people from Saudi Arabia, the kings and whatever they are, they have all the riches, all the wealth they ever want. But trust me, if you sit with one of them one by one, they're gonna tell you they have problems. They do. Nobody's like a straight arrow. No. The thing is, you put it in your head. What do you want? Put those fighting gloves on. You put them on. Then yeah, you look at the devil in the face and go, you know what? Today is today. Tomorrow no more. Today is the day. You fuck with the wrong person. I'm gonna take those jabs. Trust me. Even after, like I said the other day, he's gonna throw jabs at you. Life is like that. Life is gonna throw jabs. How many of you have ever been in a situation like, let's say, for example, you have $100 saved up. You have $100 saved up. Say, okay, this $100, man, I'm going to buy me this t-shirt and this pair of pants and blah, blah, blah. You already plan out what you're going to do with that money, right? But you turn around the corner, something else happened. Now what? Something else happened, like, for example, your light bill goes out. And then you have to face, you face a choice. Do you pay your electricity bill so that way your food in the refrigerator doesn't spoil, you have enough heating or cooling in the house, a bunch of things that electric does for you? Or are you still gonna go to the mall to get you that t-shirt? What do? A logical person will pay for the electric bill, right? Now, does that mean you stop thinking about the t-shirt? No. Now you go back and regroup. Okay, instead of $100, I think I need $200. That way, if the electric goes out again, I can still pay for the electricity and I can still go to the mall and buy me my t-shirt. Or even yet better, okay, let me hustle for $500 instead of just $100. That way, I can pay for the electricity bill, I can buy the t-shirt, and I can still have more money left in case something else happens. You understand? That's how life works. But people just look at it sometimes and they go, hey, yeah, it's the end of the world. We about to die. Listen, if it is not your time, you ain't going nowhere. Trust me. Trust me. You've seen people that got in a wreck, let's say, train wreck. Everybody gets taken, and that person sitting there, every debris, everything misses them and still make it. Guess what? It's not his time. And if it is your time, no matter where you go hide wherever you go. The Grim Reaper is going to find you. Because when a Mario knocks on your door and be like, my friend, it's time to go. It's time to go. So yeah, we sit here. You have that in your mind. Life is a journey. It's full of hurdles. It's full of potholes. It's like you driving on that highway. But the thing is, mentality. I'm getting that place. That's where I'm going. Instead of you just aiming at just the moon, you may as well aim at the stars. That's where I usually tell you guys, generational wealth. I aim at becoming a multi-millionaire. That's what I want. Am I gonna get there? I don't know. But one thing for sure I'm gonna tell you is like, yeah, I think I'm gonna cross $10 million or $20 million along the way while I'm getting there. Now, if you look back after 5 years and your bank account that is at $10 or $20 million, it's not a bad journey. Do you understand? Was 10 or 20 million what I was looking for? Was 20 million what I was looking for? No. But again, I went past it. I'm telling you, you make up your mind like, this is what I want. Okay? And then you find yourself in a situation that, okay, you way better than where you would have been. Way better than that. And now when you start asking, I know a bunch of you ask me, what does that has to do with the situation at hand? We have that right now. Casper. The more I read about Casper, the more excited I become. And the more excited I become, the more I begin to see the potential of that thing making me a multi-millionaire. You understand? It's just like I didn't know at first. They kept, because we are all used to the white papers. That's what we're used to. A project comes out and they release their white paper, and you go looking into it, go reading and start reading. And white paper for Casper, I read. Now the yellow paper for the VPROX came out, right? Because everybody keep asking like, what do you mean about VPROX and stuff like that? VPROX meaning smart contracts going on the native layer 1. You understand? No layer 2s needed. Layer 2s are still going to be there, but Casper will become a DeFi powerhouse. Something that has never been achieved. Imagine all of them who think Bitcoin is the shit. If Bitcoin had VPROX on it, Bitcoin would be, I don't know. Well, the only thing is that Bitcoin cannot handle that level of scalability. They can't do it. But when you start looking at Casper with VPROX possibilities, my gosh. Now I understand why they want to go to 100 blocks per second, because that is insane just to think about it. People talking about, yeah, but it wouldn't go anywhere until Binance starts listed, until Coinbase listed, and I started laughing. If they're not going to list it, why are they building up their wallet positions? When the price was going down, as I was buying, they were buying too. The difference is that they were buying millions of dollars worth of it. They know something. They know something that you and I don't know. And it's going to be sooner than later that, hey, they are businessmen. They can either die with the shit, because I told you one of my videos, like I said, it is not beneficial for Binance to list Casper because it's a direct competition to the BNB chain. That's what it is. If you promote Casper, you are basically shooting your own self on the foot. But there is a time that you begin to look at it like, okay, do I stay on this or do I lose the money on the transaction fees? Because Casper, trust me, it has already started. Yesterday I showed you smart contracts went live on Casplex. Ecosystem has started to come up alive. Now look at this. Look at the TVL. See how it is growing slowly? Imagine with the VPROX coming in. Right now we are going to have the second layer 2s, which is IGRA Lab, is going to go live soon. They're still on the Caravel testnet, right? Imagine when the native, which is Sparkle, goes live. I'm telling you, all you have to do is look at what they're trying to put. The reason why they are working on the native smart contracts on Casper is because of what they are trying to put. What they're trying to put on Casper. Okay? That right there is the craziest one of them, because they do have industries, niches with over, what, trillions of dollars worth of market cap that they're trying to run on blockchain. And the only blockchain or block DAG that can run them right now is Casper. This right now, that's also explains when I told you guys, like, I'm still mining Casper now. I'm still mining it because Casper, my friends, once this thing starts to happen, there's going to be so much transaction volume that those of them running nodes, those of them running miners, they are going to make a lot of money. They're going to do that. And I think I was trying to go into running a node too, but right now, since I'm working, I'm here, I'm not home. So yeah, a node requires attention, that you'll be there just looking at it in case something happened. That way you don't get slashed of your profits or something like that. That's why I can't run one. But right now I am only running miners. So yeah, Binance, to them, business wise, is not advisable to do it. Now once Casper goes 100% smart contracts, right now I think I can call it 25% smart contract, because only Casplex, the first layer of smart contracts, is live. Second layer smart contracts will be Lab, and last but not the least, we are going to have the VPROX. And before even big VPROX go live, we are going to have us 100 blocks per second, which means that Casper can now scale in a level that you've never seen. We are already proving them wrong, because everybody didn't think that a proof of work could scale like this. Nobody thought of it. Now you have it, the trilemma has been solved, you have everything lining up for Casper. And you see people looking at 5 cents and crying about it. If you would have entered Casper, let's just say you bought it on spot, when it went down, what, 3 cents, 4 cents, you'll be up right now. I showed you guys my positions yesterday, and I'm going to show it to you again today. I entered those positions when the market crashed. And today, where are they? See? One is like $300 in profit. The other one is like $500 in profit. The other one, you see? 3 of them, they're all in profit. And this is just the beginning, because we know this week we are going to have the FOMC meeting. And you know what, for well shoes, when they come up there and flip something. And then you heard our good friend Trumpicius Magicius talking about, hey, Xi Jinping, you and I have it, we need to talk. And once they go over there and have a better agreement, the market is going to run wild than you thought. But it's not going to be for long, because like I told you guys, I said, I normally look at gold. Gold was going up in a straight line. Most people did not believe it. I said gold was going up in a straight line. But before we get to that, another one we need to talk to about is Quant. Quant, guys, we are almost in November. We are almost in November, guys. ISO 20022 is going live, and it's going to be mandatory. It's not like I want to, or no, I don't want to. No, mandatory. Whether you like it or not, you have to comply. And my friends, we've been sitting here day after day, month. I started talking about Quant, what, over 2 years now, in which I usually tell not just Quant, anybody, anything else. First, you do your research on a coin. You find it interesting. Look at who is in the team. Okay? Fuck's sake, these people keep calling. You look at who is in the team, their background, what they're up to. You look at the white paper. Okay? Can they really fulfill what they're saying they're going to do? Is it possible? You look at it. Now that if that convinces you, you load your bags, right? You load your bags, load as much as you can, and sit tight. Next step is to let the development take place. Because after the development, those green candles are going to be terrific. Those green candles are going to go through the, you know, that thing that Batman, you usually show up for Batman to come. Those green candles are going to shoot through those clouds like nothing else. And Quant is in that stage right now. Quant is now just waiting for the adoption, okay? Somebody to go in the basement and flip that button. That's what's going on right now. Because all this ISO 20022, they cannot function without the Quant over ledger. And you holding the Quant, there's about to be a supply shock. And that's why for me, right now, Quant might be doing whatever he's doing. I don't care. I do have my spot account. I do have my leverage position open. I do have them both. Because sooner than later, trust me, you're going to see it. A lot of people don't like, yeah, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I look at them and laugh. I said, this run is not the same. Macroeconomy is doing its thing. As a matter of fact, that's why I keep telling you guys, Bitcoin, I think at 160,000, we are going to reevaluate the market. Because, yeah, that might be ready to do something. If not, yeah, we keep it open. But 160,000 is showing things. Now, that takes us back again, like I said, Quant is going to run. Trust me, it is going to run. You're about to start seeing Quant looking for that all-time high. You will see. And if you do things the right way, like I said, I started looking at gold. Gold usually signals like, yeah, Bitcoin is about to do its thing. And when Bitcoin starts to do its thing, altcoins begin. Not just any altcoins. We do have utility coins. That's where your money is. Because trust me, this build at the packs, the beautiful build and all that stuff, people going after cryptocurrency. I've been hearing people mentioning a lot of FTX, a lot of Luna and all that stuff. That's the rumors out there now. But hey, let's just wait and see. Because now, listen, look at this. Because this is, I was telling you guys about it, and most people did not even want to pay attention. Yeah, the gold that's loaded. I was telling you about it. It's classic TA. It never fails, okay? This is the 1 hourly, for example. See, yesterday, or a couple of days ago, let me try to zoom it out first. Gold was pumping like crazy, okay? And I told you guys, listen, you gotta watch, because I think the moving average was somewhere down here. And the price was way up there. And I was telling you guys, this movement going all the way up there with the moving average down here does not look good. Because sooner than later, the price is gonna come down to retest either the moving average or the moving ribbon. You understand? So most people call me crazy for saying this. And now, another signal, like a friend of mine I was talking to, the first when it came down and it broke below the moving ribbon, he said, yeah, but look at it. It means like the ribbon still green. I say, yeah, it is still green, but gold could not break above that previous all-time high. It couldn't. You saw the wick, it went up and it came back down. That wick, man, that is not a good sign. And I said, that, my friend, it looks like a double top. Okay, and the next thing, like you can go back on my video yesterday or day before yesterday, and I was saying you guys, like, listen, double top is going to come and retest the moving average. Now, two options. First one would have going to be bounce from it, but if it does not bounce, if it comes under and the breaks below it, it's going to come back, retest, and down we went. Right? Go look at my video. I told you about it. And what are we looking at right now? Exactly like I said. And I said, yeah, I am bullish on gold because gold is the real store of value. But this information is for those of you who want to trade this thing on a daily or whatever you want to do. Okay? And then if you look at it again, look on the 4 hourly. That's something I was telling him. I said, watch. See, it happens first on the 1 hourly, and then it goes on the 4 hourly, on the daily, on the weekly, and on the monthly. Because like, as you can see, the same thing. Now you are seeing gold. It went up. Now it's going to go retest this. Here, the possibility are higher. Okay, let's see. Is he going to bounce from it and go? Or is he going to do the same thing it did on the 1 hourly, which is come back, break below it, use retest, and down we went. First, and he was like, no, so what are you trying to tell me? Should I do this? Should I do that? I say, I don't like chasing falling knives. I like to enter prediction. I like to enter my positions when it is still way up there before the price confirms. That's what I like to do. But right now you are facing a situation that, man, even like, okay, let's see on the weekly. Let me look on the weekly. See, I said this, look at where the moving average is. Look at where the price is. That again should show you something, because one, when you zoom it in, this is a straight line up. It is somebody's pushing this price by sheer will. I don't think this is happening as organically price growth. It's not. This is right here is insane. And I was like, look at it, bruh. You have to look at it, because last week, and I said, look, it went all the way, okay, the first week, all the way to 3,000, what, almost $4,000 or 4,000, I'm sorry, 4,600, 4,700. And the week after that, it tried again. It couldn't. And I said, my friend, listen, I think the same thing that you've been seeing here, like you see how it came up, took a breather, came up, took a breather, came up, breather, came up. Now it's time for a breather. That's what it is. And each time that it took a breather, look at how perfectly it came to the moving ribbon. You see? Therefore, those of you trading gold right now, I told you guys a couple of days in a row, and I said, watch out for the price to come back down, probably to that 3,800 or 3,600. You're about to see it, and then it will make a decision. Depending on what, by the time it hits that 3,800 or something like that, we will look at the ribbon. Is the ribbon still doing this? Is it still going up? Or is the ribbon curving now this way? Because if it is curving, yeah, that's bad news right there on the weekly. It's bad news. You don't want to do that. So yeah, even so, you can even look at it on the, let's see the ribbon on the 4 hourly. On the 1 hour. See? Ribbon on the 1 hour, free falling. Downwards, it has already curved. Ribbon on the 4 hourly, let's see. It has just started curving. And it's not even like trying to, straighten out to start upwards. No, it's facing downwards. It hasn't even started spreading yet. That's another thing. Look at it on the daily. Let's see. See? The daily has already started curving. See what I'm telling you? It comes up and it's already start doing this. Look at this. That's what it is doing right now. Right? So yeah, I told you. This right here is not bad news for Bitcoin. Because once gold do that, start taking either a breather or sideways movement or whatever, Bitcoin will start to go. And that's when we're about to see altcoins start to shine. Because I told you many times here, money is not going to trickle down. It's not going to happen. Bitcoin runs, altcoins run. Bitcoin falls, altcoins fall. Now, how does that play with us? Us as we're in this my millionaire journey, we start to think again. Like I told you guys, I'm heading for a multi-millionaire status, from zero to a multi-millionaire status. Look at the market. See the opportunity? When everybody was crying and I was telling you, time to get in. A lot of people expected me to hold a banner in front of my head with, yeah, open your trades or buy on your spot. No, I'm not going to do that, because I don't want to give you any reason for any litigation. But I will tell you, this is what I'm doing and that's what I'm not doing. If you're old enough to put on your big boy's pants, then you get in. Again, aim for the stars. If you fail, at least you're going to get to the moon. Simple things. Like I said, Casper to $10. I know it's going to get past that. It's a psychological thing. I don't want to close my trades and blah, blah, blah until Casper gets to $10. But me waiting for $10, that means we're going to go through past $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. Instead of me panicking every day looking at price, I may just sit tight until we get to $1. When we get there, then yeah, if I have a trade open, I'll be like, yeah, I think I will hold. Oh yeah, I can take profits. It's that simple. The worst thing you can do to yourself is not even having a plan at all. I told you guys, 2026 is going to be the last year getting wealth is going to be easy. From now to 2026. After that, economy resets. You see 2008, those of them who took advantage in 2008, they are multimillionaires today. You are having the same opportunity right now. What happened in 2008 compared to what we're heading to is like drops of water in the ocean. You're about to see it. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. But my friends, you got to dream big. Trust me. Once you dream big, you work twice as hard as your normal dream. And before you know it, you are going to get to that goal. You'll be amazed at when you look back at your trajectory. You'll be amazed at what you just accomplished. Simple, okay? Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. And our good friend here, Crypto Bubbles, those of them still waiting for money to trickle down. Ah la la, DCOAI. Man, I got a guy that was crying about it. And I say, yep, you deserve it. Because I try to tell you stay away from it, right? Anyways, now let's go right quick. King Casper, KAS. We got here for the past hour, 0.2% down, 1.8% down on the day, 7.6% up on the week, 24.2% down on the month, and 51.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.53 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $45.93 million. Okay, look at Quant, the banker's coin, and a coin a lot of people love to hate. For the past hour, 0.2% up, 1.2% down on the day, 1.1% down on the week, 13.7% down on the month, and 35.6% up on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.21 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $19.83 million. Okay, and now we go look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. We have here 0.9% up the last hour, 1.9% down on the day, 1% up on the week, 13.4% down on the month, and 38.5% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $509.41 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $22.33 million. Now we look at Cubic, high risk, high reward. What we got going on in that camp? Laying flat on the last hour, 2.6% down on the day, 5% down on the week, 5.3% down on the month, and 7.3% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $175.57 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.61 million. Okay, I want to enter a trade on this thing, but for some, my guts are still not convinced. So yeah, I'm gonna wait and see. Anyways, now let's go look at Jonathan's pet turtle. He calls it Bitcoin, and I call it the orange guy. For the past hour, Bitcoin is flat, not moving. On the day, 1.1% up, 4.2% up on the week, 5.2% up on the month, and 71.5% up on the year, sitting at a market cap of $2.29 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $63.62 billion. Okay, now let's go right quick here. Like you guys already know, I think I already have it up, but let me bring it up here in a second. Okay, now we got a little look here. See, yeah, things are playing out that way. Let's see, let it load up. Okay, now we do have here the Dixie. Okay, it's going down 98.9, not bad, but not as much as we would want to. And Bitcoin is going up. This is what we want to see, an inverse correlation. Okay, we want to see one going up, the other one going down. That's what makes it excuse me. Anyhow, yeah, it's an inverse correlation, but what we need to see Bitcoin start to run now. But when you look at on the charts, we're going to take King Kaspa first on the 1 hourly, and we have here Kaspa is forming a typical bull flag, as you guys can see. Okay, it's just the situation so that you'll be ahead of it. Like I told you guys yesterday, it was a nice to entry once the moving ribbon started curving. That was the nice place to enter. Right now we have this bull flag. Now see, price went up. Now we're seeing a consolidation going on here. Now, just as gold, I've showed you guys, it's a principle that follows all the assets. You see with the moving averages. Now we have this that could come all the way down to touch the moving average and bounce from it. Okay, that's something you can see. So yeah, Casper right now is moving towards that 5.6, okay, or 5.5 cents. It was a major resistance before. Now I think it's going to be as a support. Okay. Another thing that is showing bullish momentum is you can, on the 1 hourly, we are looking at the ribbon. You see, it is still green. It's still squeezing. It hasn't curved yet to the downside, but it's still green and and the squeezing. Normally, if the bullish momentum wins, we are going to see that this thing goes there at this rep and then just touches and starts to go, while price comes, bounce on it, and then start to climb with it, just as you saw in the previous hours, something like that. Okay, if you look at it on the 4-hourly, you will see the same thing, almost the same thing. See, the ribbon is already green, curving upwards. Price broke above it. Now, this is why I think that this price is not coming down, because the moving average is way up here. We broke up to the upside. We need to go and retest the moving average and then decide, do we want to come back down, or is it going to go up, bounce on the moving average and keep on going? That's another reason why I think that, yeah, this is just a normal breather, because price went up. Trust me, going from 4 cents to 5.5 or 5.9 is not a little move. Okay, so yeah, it's just taking a breather. You got to do is sit patiently, right? Now, if you look at it on the daily is still playing the same, even better, because on the daily, look at the ribbon. It hasn't completely curved yet, but as you guys can see, it has already started the move. Okay, spraying out and started the move, which means price action climbing above it and going. And don't forget, the moving average is way up there at 8.5 cents. So yeah, you can also still wait, and you can assume that this price is going to go to 8.5 cents and then decide, does it going to come back down, or will it go above, bounce on it and keep on going? It's that same situation that we are looking at right now. So for me, looking at Casper in all these time frames, it tells me that Casper is very, very bullish. And not just bullish, you can tell that the price action is still the same. Like I said, for me, 12.5 cents, the first major resistance, then 15 cents. After that, we have 18 and 19 cents. We break above it, we'll be looking at all-time high before starting to go to price discovery. That's what I think. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at Quant, QNT. What do we got there? QNT, the banker's coin. Yeah, this one right here, and let it load up. Okay, let's start on the 1 hourly first. On the 1 hour, you will see it has already started that movement. Okay, people don't have enough patience. That's what is wrong with people. And because you don't have enough patience, you lose a lot of money. Now, this is the 1 hourly chart. See, ribbon is already green, facing upwards. This is what I was telling you guys about the other coins. Price breaks out, comes again, retests the moving average, and up we went. Okay, so yeah, just pay attention. Everything is playing according to plan. Like I said, if you had listened when I was telling you, like, Quant was forming, go look at my I think 1 or 2 videos behind. I was telling you it was forming a W. Okay, the W was forming with a resistance right here, which means it's going to go up and retest that resistance, turn it into support, and keep on going. So if you had listened, you would have been in some good profits right now. So yeah, if you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will see the same thing, because the 1 hour has already flipped. Now the 4 hourly, look at that ribbon. So juicy and wow. Look at that ribbon. See, ribbon is already, these guys. I don't know who these people are. But anyways, ribbon is already curving upwards, okay? And as you can see, curving like this. Look at where the moving average is. Now, price, as we always say, always gets attracted to the moving average, right? So yeah, just watch and see. Because right now, all those people that were suppressing Bitcoin, I think they are running out of steam. And as they do so, they cannot hold it back. Bitcoin starts to run. All these utility coins, they are also going to run. That's what I'm telling you. It's about to happen. And everybody and their grandmama be over there crying about it. Price action still the same. Like, it is just so, look at it. Even with the price falling, look at that ribbon. Ribbon still green. Even with it falling that low, that should tell you something. And then the moving average, as you guys can see, is up there. So yeah, let's wait and see. I'm ready to make the money. I don't know about you. So yeah, my price targets are still the same. $125 first resistance. After that, $151. then 164 with a candle close above 176. Get ready for that 230. Once we conquer that, start getting ready for that all-time high and getting into price discovery. It's that simple as that. If you want to sit on the sidelines or cry about it, but yeah, do not blame anybody when you see everybody else with those Lambos. It's that simple. Okay, now let's go look at Bitcoin right quick. BTC. This is Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Just like I told you guys it will happen, right? You see, price always gets attracted to the moving average. It got it, and that's the beautiful part about it. Is like it broke up, came back, bounced on the moving average, and up it went. It's going up right now, just like I told you. Now, the day traders, yeah, that would have been a good entry when I told you, yeah, pay attention because the ribbon was starting to curve, right? If you look at it on the 4 hourly, the daily has reset. Let's see, 4 hourly, yep, 4 hours has also reset. You can see the ribbon has already turned green and it's going upwards. My only problem here on the 4 hours is that price went up, right? But it didn't come back to retest the moving average, okay? So by looking at it, I think here is two scenarios. Either price is going to continue going up and the moving average completely curves, like you see, if it curves like this and price does this and then bounce from there, that is one way of doing it. Or probably another probability is that this ribbon goes up, price comes, bounce on it, and it keeps on going. Okay, so but regardless of what it does, Bitcoin has started that leg up. I told you guys, I'm still expecting 160,000 Bitcoin. When is it going to happen? Nobody has a clue, because we have our good friend over there, Trumpicius Magicius, doing his thing, and the macroeconomy like slapping life left and right. Nobody knows where to duck. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna wait, and everything is playing out, guys. It is. Everybody who was calling for a bear market, when I told you guys, it's not there yet. We are very close, but we are not there yet. If you look at it on the daily, let's see, daily, what we got going on here, you can see ribbon has also started to curve. At the stages I was telling you, you remember the hourly chart, and I was saying, look at that ribbon. It is curving upwards, okay? It hasn't turned green yet, but it's curving. And by the time it turns green, this thing might probably be up there at $120,000. It hasn't yet, but the bullish momentum is there because gold is losing that price. It's losing that price action. A lot of people that got into gold by following green candles without following any kind of fundamentals, they have now started to realize that they are being used for exit liquidity. Anybody else who was asking, and I was saying, guys, gold is a store of value. Store of value, which means people are going to sell, okay? But most people are going to hold their wealth in gold. If you're going to sit over there and try to FOMO into gold because everybody and their grandmama is doing it, yep, I hope it serves as an example, because what is happening right now to those of them FOMOing into gold is about to happen to those of them FOMOing into Bitcoin. Trust me, that's what's going to happen. And that's the same reason I always tell you, if you did not get into Bitcoin when it was less than $10,000, please stay the heck away from it, because you are not going to make big money, and you are going to be used as exit liquidity for people like yours truly and a lot of people. Okay, so anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, as always, please do not get into leverage positions if you don't know what you're doing, because if you do that, my friend, you are going to lose your money. Okay, so please just stick into spot trading. But if you want to learn how to do it, because I don't know anybody who can teach you, but hey, if you want to learn, the way I learn is I open positions, okay, and I started practicing. Down below, I do have Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, Wix exchange, okay? Follow those links, sign up, okay, and meet their deposit requirements. Once you do, they are going to give you free money. You get the free money, my friend, take $20 out. Don't rush. There is always another bull run for you to make money. Take $20 out and practice. If you can turn 20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, and so on and so forth, then you are ready to start trading with big money. If you cannot do that, my friend, keep on practicing or leave it alone. Because if you don't, yep, Reg City always have room for one more. Like I always say, I just hope it is not you. Okay? Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. Okay? First of all, we're going to start with Bydfi. You guys know there, I am trading King Kaspa and Quant. Yeah, I open another trade on Casper on it. No matter what anybody says. Okay? Let it load up. Today, as you can see, my overall, I am sitting at $6,600. Okay? Exact. Wow. Now, let's go look at my contracts again, because I told you, things happen fast when you trade at high leverage, right? And what we got going on in this camp, and down here, okay. On Quant, yeah, it's doing way better. I was down 40% the other day. I'm still down 36%, which is $3,200 approximately. On Casper, I am up 120%, which is $442. You see, I told you, it is going. So yeah, you see my positions move like this fast enough is because, again, I am an aggressive trader. Okay, I trade at 50x. Now let's go look at next one. It's going to be Phemex. On my Phemex, let it load up. On here, I am trading King Casper so far. I haven't opened another trade on this one. I only opened Casper, but as you can see, I am up $2,600 approximately. And if you go to my contracts, let's close this shit out. Let's close this one. Let it load up. You can see that here I am up 72%, which is $1,000. I'm already up. Like I told you, I didn't waste time. I saw the opportunity and I took it. Okay, I want to make money. I don't know about you, but everything is rolling according to plan. Now, last but not the least is Wix Exchange. On Wix Exchange, you guys already know too, I opened up a Casper trade over there too. Right now, my overall is sitting at $748. Okay. $737 approximately. And if you look at my contracts, let's see, if I go down there, it's just one. I am up $360 in profits, and I have not even scaled them up yet. Like I said, there is money to be made on this thing. There is a lot of money to be made. Only a few people that can see this that will get into it. Some people are still afraid because the market did this or the market did that. Me, no way. Like I said, this is my millionaire journey. You can knock me down, I'm still gonna stand up, and I'm still gonna try again. Okay. Now, last but not the least, I'm gonna look at my son's account, Acorn account. Okay, because again, this is how I'm showing him how to deal with finances. I'm telling you, you need to start teaching your next generation how to invest in themselves, how to invest in their future. Because if you don't, yeah, the same mistake is going to be repeated again. It's going to be repeated again. Okay, as you can see, his account right now is sitting at 373. Not bad, but hey, we're chugging along, right? Everything is moving smooth. Now, if you go look at, let's see, investing, what we got going on there. Okay, and now let's load the base, invest base, what we got going on there. Well, not bad. He's up 3.84%. Well, he's growing, because I do remember yesterday, I think the before yesterday, he was sitting at 2.91 or something like that. But yeah, he's growing. Looking at his ETFs, stock ETFs, 299. Oh, he put most of his money on stocks. This kid right here. Yeah, let's see. S&P 500, IJH, medium companies, small companies, and international. Well, yeah, he has a good choice. Now let's see on the bonds, and we have AGG, ISTV. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. I'm proud of my boy. I'm not gonna sit over here and tell you otherwise. He's doing pretty good. Okay, so yeah, things are running exactly how I want them to be. Like I'm saying, it's not a bad thing. I wish I had somebody who would teach me these things when I was his age. That's why, like I said, from experience, I do not want him to be in the position I was. Okay, so I'm trying to groom him up right now, teach him how to invest, teach him about money, about everything else, because there are some things things like this, school is not going to teach you. It's up to you. Understand? It's up to you to teach those kids how to be better at investment and how to be better people once our generation is gone. Okay? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget, I would like to hit 5,000 subscribers. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, don't forget that little subscription button, and also don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, my friend, take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.